Here's a controversial opinion. You don't have to scale. Your business doesn't have to grow beyond a certain point. My hot take in this video today is that despite all the business strategists out there telling us that growing will always make things better and that we should always be aiming for more and more and more.
My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy. You're crazy for thinking it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave did 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I've done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week. Stack that up over a month, I'm gonna kick your butt. Stack it up over a year, you're toast. Stack it up over 5 years, my entire life is different than it would have been.
I actually think that scaling for the sake of it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get a better life. Don't get me wrong, I work a lot to earn more money and I'm happy when I do, but I draw a line where scaling and growing my business spills into all the other personal goals that I have, aside from making a pile of cash. In this video, I'll tell you all about the deliberate decisions that I've taken to not grow as quickly as I could have, and how they have contributed to me being very, very happy. First of all, let's understand, what is scaling? Scaling a business means growing it efficiently, serving more customers, making more sales, and expanding its operations so that the business is more profitable. Now, if you do want to scale, there's 2 actions that you need to be ready to take on. The first one is systematization and automation. This means creating standardized, repeatable processes across the board to make sure that the quality of your work doesn't diminish as the volume of the work increases. It also involves using all the IT tools at your disposal, including AI, to automate tasks and reduce manual work. This serves the purpose to reduce human error and fluidify your processes at a much lower cost than hiring someone else to do it. And then the second action for scaling a business is delegation and team growth. This involves hiring staff, inducting them to deliver the work well, and handing over to them responsibilities so that your time is freed up to take more senior level decisions. The purpose of delegating is to take you out from the day-to-day running of the business so that you can take a more strategic role and set the right directions for your business with the right strategy. So why should you scale? Well, the easy answer here is money. Supposedly, if you scale, you earn more, and if you earn more and you do things right, you are also more profitable. And so there's more money at the end of the day for you to pocket. But also you might have other softer reasons for you to want to scale. For example, you want to make more of a positive impact through your work. And also you might find working a fulfilling activity. Growing your company can be really exciting and rewarding, and it has the potential to bring a lot of purpose to you. So why didn't I scale? At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I could have grown more than I did, but I specifically decided not to. There's a few reasons for that, but let me tell you first about what I do. I'm basically a finance director for hire, which means that I work with creative leaders and business owners who don't have a finance or business background, and I offer them financial management consultancies, and I help them grow their profit margins and set up their business goals and set up their income goals and their income model, and I just make them better at managing their business's money. And this is a fantastic market to be in because more and more people are starting their own side hustles and starting their own businesses. And so in my first year of business, I have received a lot of inquiries from potential customers, and I could have earned at least 50 or 60% more than I have. By the way, if you want to know how much I have earned, watch this video over here. I break down all of my income streams and I tell you exactly how much I've earned in my first year of business. But I decided not to take on as many customers as I could have. And here's why. Reason number 1, having a team is very difficult. The one way to accept more clients is for me to hire other people so that they can take care of those clients, because I'm at full capacity now. I don't have any more time to take on any new clients. And I know how much it takes to really grow them and take care of them in the proper way. And right now, I just am not ready for that level of work and commitment. Maybe I will be in the future, but right now I'm happy to be a one-woman show. The second reason for me not to grow is the pressure that it puts on your income generation. A consequence of scaling is that your overheads, inevitably, they grow. You need to invest in hiring people, upgrading your software and your hardware, getting more office space, and all the other operational logistics that you need to support a larger volume of work. I don't want to put that much more pressure on having to generate the income that I need to sustain all of those costs. I would rather earn less, but have the flexibility to reduce my expenditure during the months that I'm not earning as much, because I might not always have the energy to push on the accelerator to generate more income. And then the third reason for me not to have scaled as much as I could have is the work-life balance that I was able to create. Growing my business more quickly would have inevitably compromised my personal goals, which I never want to do. And my personal goals are to have fun, eliminate stress as much as possible, and have time to live my life outside of work. And of course, if you scale a business, all three of those things pretty much go outside the window. Maybe not the fun part, it can still be fun to scale a business, but the stress and the time, I have yet to encounter a founder of a scaling business that isn't super stressed out and anxious and that has time to do non-work activities. And I know what it feels like to be stressed about work every hour of the day, and I know what it does to relationships when all you do is work day in and day out. So I would rather stay small and modest for the time being, but have the kind of days that many people can only dream of. For example, I have set a rule that from June to August, so for the 3 summer months, I only work 5 hours a day. And it doesn't matter that I might earn less as a consequence of that. I would rather have that time to enjoy the summer and cultivate my identity outside of being a business owner. I am not my job, and who I am outside of it is as important as my role within the business. So these are my reasons why I didn't scale. I still plan to put in place strategies so that my income can grow, but I still plan to keep my business small and cozy for the time being. How about you? Do you feel the pressure to grow and scale, or are you happy to be slow and steady? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!